That was the important thing. We had each other. And we got off the ferry boat and ran through the rain to look in the window at Tiffany's.
What do you have, Liz?
Oh, let me see now. What shall I choose? Circle of diamonds or a plain but oh-so-smart gold band?
Hey, Liz.
What?
One day I'll buy you the whole window full.
I know you will.
It doesn't matter about that shaky job in one room with a view, huh?
Maybe you better show me the view.
Are you with me?
I'm right behind you.
Only one more flight. Liz, it's not much of a room.
How's the view?
Well, on a clear day, you can see Macy's basement.
It was a beautiful view. Right smack into a brick wall. But that didn't matter. Nothing mattered except that we loved each other. We were going to get married. The sooner the better.
What about it, Liz? Don't you think you ought to tell your folks?
No, they'd try to talk me out of it. I know they would. I don't want to be talked out of it. I want everything to stay just as it is. Nobody else in the world. Just you and me.
I don't want you to be sorry. I'd go crazy if I made you unhappy.
Hey, you're not changing your mind.
I'll never change my mind about you.
And the next thing I remember, we were at Penn Station waiting for the train. And it was raining. And we were running away to get married and live happily ever after.
You scared, Liz?
No.
Your hands are like ice. You are scared. You sure you want to go? You don't want to change your mind, do you?
Of course I don't. Do you?
What made you ask that?
I don't know. You're so quiet, and I've never seen you act so serious.
Getting married is serious.
Yeah. I can't believe we're really doing it. I mean, now that we really are.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. What time is it?
You just asked me 2 minutes ago.
I wonder if Mom's got my letter by now. She's probably crying her eyes out.
Oh, quit it, will you?
I'm sorry.
We've been through that 100 times. I'm beginning to feel like a criminal.
I know, and I'm sorry. She'll get over it. I know she will.
Train leaving on track 9 for Trenton, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington.
This is it, Liz.
Yeah, this is it.
This?
Yes, Jack.
Nothing. Come on, let's do it. Stop raining.
Yeah,
You're shaking.
I know.
I guess I am, too. Come here.
Jack.
You don't have to marry me. You know that, don't you?
All aboard!
Jack,
What were you going to say? You don't want to go through with it, do you? You don't want to marry me.
Oh, it isn't that. You've got to understand that it isn't that.
Then what is it?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just scared. I keep thinking about so many things. About what if you lost your job? Or we got sick? Or maybe you'd be different, or I'd be different, and we wouldn't have fun anymore. And I keep thinking about my mom. I can't help it, and you can't blame me for it. I keep wondering if I can be happy, knowing that I've broken her heart.
But, Liz...
I just can't explain it to you, Jack. It just seems like everything's happening so fast. Too fast and crazy. I'm scared. Because I love you.
Come on, Liz, I'll take you home.
Oh, Jack.
Don't cry. I can't stand to see you cry.
But I couldn't stop crying. And it started raining again, and you took me home. I wanted to talk to you, but I couldn't. I wanted to tell you that it wasn't because I didn't love you. But all of a sudden I realized that marriage isn't built on a ferry boat ride. It needs thought and understanding. It needs wisdom. A kind of wisdom I didn't have then, and I knew it. I've learned a lot since then. And with it all, I've kept on loving you. If only...
Did you say something?
No, I was thinking again. I seem to be doing a lot of that all of a sudden.
Well, don't let me disturb your thoughts.
You'd laugh if you knew what I was thinking about.
I would?
Uh-huh. I guess you're asking me if I was married made me think about it. About the night we tried to elope. Almost ran off to Maryland to get married and didn't. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I wonder how many other kids have done the same thing. Gotten scared at the last minute.
You cried all the way home. I'd never seen you cry before. I didn't know what to say to you.
You didn't say anything. And I don't blame you. I was pretty silly.
Gee, I wish I could tell you, Liz. I wish I could tell you that you weren't silly. We just weren't ready for what happened to us. I know that now. Somewhere the timing got all mixed up. I was scared, too, but I wouldn't admit it. I was scared because I started thinking ahead for the first time. Thinking about the responsibilities I'd have, wondering if I could handle them. What if I couldn't, and what would happen to us? After that night, everything seemed to fall apart. Maybe it was because we both felt guilty that we'd let each other down. I don't know why, but we couldn't talk anymore. But I've never stopped loving you, not for a minute. I remember the last time I saw you. Kind of funny. It was New Year's Eve again, 1941. The crowd in Times Square wasn't quite so gay. You were with that boy. You looked so surprised when I called to you. Liz! How are you, Liz?
Fine, I'm fine.
Just wanted to wish you a Happy New Year.
Well, thanks, Jack. Same to you.
I called you the other day.
I know. I've been meaning to call you back, but I've got a job now, and, well...
Sure, I know.
Look, Clay's waiting, and I...
Yeah, don't want to keep Clay waiting.
I better run. I'll see you, Jack.
Liz, wait a minute. Liz! I called you, but you disappeared in the crowd. I wanted to tell you that I was going away, that I'd enlisted in the Air Corps. I never saw you again. Now you're sitting here beside me in a train.
You're home, Jack.
Huh?
You're here, in the station.
Pennsylvania Station. Pennsylvania Station.
Here, I'll carry that bag for you. Whoa, watch your step.
Well, I guess this is... It certainly was nice seeing you, Jack.
Yeah.
I guess I'd better get going.
Well, I'll carry your bag out for you. Get your cab.
Would you?
Sure, come on.
The old Penn Station hasn't changed much, has it?
Same old station.
Will your wife be meeting you?
Oh, no, I didn't get married either.
Oh. The cabs are over here.
Look, Liz, maybe I could call you sometime, huh? Where you living?
Same place?
No kidding.
Huh? How about you?
Oh, I've got a room with a little better view than I used to have.
Special car for Santa Fe Chief now boarding on track 2. Train loading on track 9 for Trenton, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington.
Liz?
Yeah?
Nothing.
Train loading on track 9 for Trenton, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington.
Jack?
Yeah? Go on. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say that, well, Sometimes, don't you think people are confused and frightened because they are faced with something so important they're afraid they can't live up to it?
You mean marriage, Liz? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I know a guy that was scared to death of it once. He's changed.
So is she.
Train leaving on track 9 for Trenton, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington.
That train on track 9. It goes to Baltimore.
That's in Maryland.
Uh-huh.
You want to get on that train?
Yeah. Do you?
Then let's. But not now. Those trains leave every hour, every day of the week. Liz, let's us pick a special one. After we get to know each other again, after we're sure.
Oh, we'll be sure this time.
Come here. I'm going to kiss you.
I know.
Now, come on. I'll take you home. We've got a lot of things to talk about.
Okay. But, Jack...
Huh?
Get a couple of candy bars first, will you? I'm hungry.
This is Pat O'Brien again. You know, there's a sort of sarcastic question you'll hear asked every once in a while. It goes like this. Why don't you grow up? It's a good question, I think. One that we should keep asking ourselves every day of our lives. Because the moment we stop growing, stop seeing things more clearly and acting more rationally, well, then we've really stopped living. Now, there are a lot of husbands and wives, there's a lot of parents who have never quite grown up. I don't know that they've married too young. I mean that they've failed to grow up to the responsibilities that come with marriage and a family. For instance, some parents don't see the necessity of telling their children about God and instilling in them a faith that will support and guide them in later life. Some parents don't understand that children will never see the value of prayer unless they see their father and mother actually praying together with them as a family. Only grown-up people can really raise a family as it should be. Only the grown-ups realize that the family that prays together stays together. Thank you for being with us, and God bless you.
Our grateful thanks to Pat O'Brien, Joan Leslie, and Leo Penn for their appearances, and to Martha Wilkerson for writing our play. Original music was scored and conducted by Max Terr. This production of Family Theater Incorporated was directed by David Young. Brief portions were transcribed. Next week, our Family Theater stars will be Joan Caulfield and Richard Widmark in 2 for 1. Your host will be James A. Farley. This series of the Family Theater broadcasts is made possible by the thousands of you who felt the need for this kind of program, and by the Mutual Broadcasting System, which has responded to this need. Be with us next week at the same time when Richard Widmark, Joan Caulfield, and James A. Farley will star on Family Theater. Your announcer, Merrill Ross. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.